Here's a word that you need to hear for today. I was on Instagram and saw this post, and it said, if a snake bit you, do you go and chase a snake to ask it why it bit you? It was supposed to slither and slide, glide and bite, and chasing it down and wondering, why did you bite me, snake? Why did you sneak up on me? Doesn't change the fact that it was in the snake's nature to do what snakes do. You have to apply that to your enemies too. You understand? People are out here spiritually on assignments. You hear me? There are monitoring spirits out here watching every single thing that you say and you do. We call them haters, okay? But there are monitoring spirits that can use people to get information on you, to take it back to the mastermind of destruction. This is why we have problems going on in our personal lives. I've been under attack for a long time. But I can't even get out the trap if I don't understand spiritual warfare and discernment. You have to know what you're dealing with. I know it may seem like we got people out here that are our friends, but everybody is not your friend. You know, one thing that's really been hitting me hard lately is realizing I've been giving out that title to people that don't really deserve the title because they're really not my friend. You end up letting yourself down in the first place. And all of this comes full circle. When you're dealing with the Decepticons, the monitoring spirits, the people who are here to watch you, but they're not really here to help you. They're here to hinder you. You got people speaking all this nonsense in your ear, hyping you up to be a complete fool, telling you that it's okay to do things that are not okay. They're not even going in the same direction. They're actually battling you in your mind mentally. Okay? Having you think that you need to chase a snake to find out why you got bit. You don't need to know why you got bit. You just need to know how to not deal with snakes. Okay? You got people that may be sitting here trying to convince you that they feel a certain way about you, but the words and the actions don't match. And that's what gets a lot of us in situations with people that we can't let go of. We sit there and you hear something, oh, they love me, they must be great, but what are their actions saying? Because if they can't pick up the phone and they're not making time for you, and you know that they could, but they're choosing not to, if you know that every time you want to make plans with this person, they ain't got time to do nothing with you, so you kind of know how important you are to them because they make plans with other people, you got to know your place in their life too, because you're going to hurt your own feelings, not knowing where you really stand and giving people titles that they don't deserve. Listen, you can't go around sharing everything that you feel. I know it may seem therapeutic at the time, but the monitoring spirits are reporting back to headquarters to set up more traps for you. When you want to elevate, you got to move in silence. You can't make announcements. You can't let everybody know what you're doing, how you feeling, everything that's going on. And this is something I had to learn because when I was younger, and I'm talking about not that much younger, okay, 20s and 30s, I was talking too much. And some of my real friends would inbox me on Facebook like, Naya, yo, like, keep that to yourself. You're telling too much. And I'm like, no, I should be able to say what I want. But no, God was using them to tell me to shh, keep it on the inside. You got to learn how to shh, keep it on the inside sometimes. Everybody that's watching you, they're not cheering for you. A lot of people that are watching you are praying on your downfall, hoping that everything does not work out, okay? Hoping that you fall flat on your face so they can be like, I knew they weren't about nothing. Especially if they see you shining and glowing and exceeding the expectations that they have for you in their head. Ain't that something that people will have expectations for you in their own head that you don't even know nothing about? People will be sitting here planning your whole life and you don't even know nothing about it. It's a lot of spiritual things going on around you right now. And God is using things to show you, listen, I've been under attack. Money been all messed up. I ain't never been pressed for money like this until now. But I also know that whatever the enemy is setting up to be hurtful to me, God will take that as an opportunity to talk to me. He's going to use it as an opportunity for me to grow closer to him, to lean on him, and to what? Not lean on my own understanding, because the heart is treacherous. And in the world, what does it say? Trust your heart, trust your heart, trust yourself. God said, don't trust yourself. Stop leaning on your understanding and go to him. But then we'll sit around here leaning on friends and leaning on everybody else. We not going to the person we need to go to. And then wondering why we just can't get out of the mess we in. You understand? It's got to make sense. If what you want to do, if the goals and aspirations that you have are not aligning with the people you're around, if the people you are around are low-level, low-vibrating individuals, how do you expect to elevate and vibrate on a higher frequency if the people around you don't want to do nothing with themselves and they are happily content with being nothing for the rest of their life? You can't grow like that. That's crazy. And I don't care how amazing people may seem to be. If y'all are not on one accord, those are not the people you're supposed to be rocking with. That's why you're in this situation. Okay? Everybody that comes into your life, there's a lesson to be learned. But it's up to you to learn the lesson. And you're either going to learn that lesson, for example, with the snake, and say that snake bit me and I'm not messing with it again. Or you're going to be that person to chase that snake down for the rest of your life, wanting answers to why you got hurt, and turning bitter when you don't get them because the snake was doing what it was supposed to do. Just know what you're dealing with out here. And keep it on the inside, because Satan can hear everything that you're saying. Move in silence.